I thought first day. I mean, thinking back to last year, spirits were kind of low. Like I said, we lost a bunch of seniors, and everyone was kind of scrambling. Things were hectic. Like kids were forgetting stuff. But this year, I mean, I think we came back really strong compared. I mean, even to what I thought we were gonna do. Guys really seem like they remembered stuff, and they're motivated to get going. And I mean, our coach was happy too at the end, which was kind of a surprise.
Honestly, a lot better than I thought. Everyone was always on the same page. It was always a good effort. Kind of not stuff that you don't see at the beginning of the year. A lot of it's you're still in that summer mindset. You have to get back into it, but it seems like a lot of us were already there, and that's always a good thing to see. Coach was happy, and we're getting better every single practice now.
A lot of the leaders who are seniors are really feeling it for their last season and really been working hard and really want to achieve the state championship. So the past 2 days have been great.
That's it. Finish! Good. Good.
The conditioning stuff, the agility stuff, I don't play another sport. I haven't ran like that and really pushed myself like that in a while. And after the last station, it really hits me God, man, they're really working me hard, and I need to get back in this shape. But it also feels good. It also helps me push myself and makes me feel better if I complete everything at full effort.
Alright, come back. Let's move a little. We don't have to walk anywhere. Everywhere.
It always feels new, but being an upperclassman kind of as the leader and watching everyone file in, I almost can see myself walking in as a freshman to these meetings and kind of not knowing what's going to happen or how these things go, but kind of in their shoes, what they're feeling in the same way that I did.
You know when this gets good? When you're at the South game, when putting guys on your go. That's when this gets good. When your mother's in the stands saying, hey, Jimmy, how'd you learn how to block? The last time I came to see you play, even though I told you a nice game after the game. Here we go. Set. Go. Finish.
The closer we get to the Jamboree, the closer we get to actually playing and hitting, that's more where all the sentiments are kind of kicking in. I've been doing this for 12 years, and now this is the last one, or maybe. Yeah.
Trying to go one group here, and it's going to have to be rapid fire. Alright, so the running backs and quarterbacks, I want a new guy in every rep, and we're going to go as quick as we can. Alright, we're going to go 70, and I'm going to be the read. If you're one of the younger guys or newer guys in here. Ready? Someone grab that ball and use what's run. Good. You're not going to get a ton of right now, not have fun. You don't have to run 20 yards down the field, but have fun. Ready? Go.
Thursday's another big day. I mean, today, uppers, it's the rust has been shaken off. I mean, obviously not totally, but that initial back to football mentality, that's gone. We're in the season, we're ready to go. But Thursday is definitely another big day. I've been waiting for it at least, so I'm excited for that. I'm just excited to get moving, because there's a lot of guys who I haven't even thinking about Hunter even. He's a guy I haven't seen hit in a while because of been having injuries, and then guys in the weight room getting bigger, even Kyle too, to shout him out. I mean, he's gotten so much bigger in the weight room, and there's a lot of guys I'm interested to see them hit, and even to challenge myself to see how am I going to compare to these other guys who have been putting in the work. I mean, I've been working too, but it's like, how's it going to be? The competition's going to be fierce this year, so I'm ready. I'm just ready to go.
I mean, it's amazing. I love taking out my aggression, not on my teammates, but just by hitting. That's why they put me against like Rocco, because the kid's not going to feel it. But he might. I'm coming different this year.
Personally, I love contact. That's part of my position I play. It's contact every single play. Contact, like tackling, anything like that is just my favorite. And we'll get into a little bit of that for these next 2 days, today and tomorrow. With uppers, we'll get into some light contact, but kind of being out there and just like tackling someone to the ground or blocking someone and putting him in the dirt is just a feeling that's unmatched.
When you strap on these shoulder pads and actually get to hit for the first time, there's a lot of kids, it's new to them. They could be scared, but once they hit someone, they're like, this feels good. With me, this is my 11th year, so I know what I'm expecting, and I love it. It makes me happy.
Alright, that board basically is split in two, so you can see where the middle is. Both guys are going to straddle the board, and we're going to get in a 3-point stand. Drive the other guy straight off the board. We don't want any twisting. We don't want any turning. We don't want any dancing. And we're going to go until the whistle.
It's a whole lot of build-up. It really is, and I think what makes football different from all these other sports is some of these kids have been working out all off-season, all winter, all spring, all summer to go and play your guaranteed 9 games. So there's a lot of build-up to it, and I'm sure a lot of them are just dying to get to the first game and to really put the uniforms on and play and compete. And when you get, to start the season, you're just helmets. Then it's like, all right, we finally get to helmets and shoulder pads. And then when it comes to first day of full pads and you get to hit it, all of a sudden it starts to become a little more real. But it's definitely that build-up, so we're just getting a little bit closer.
Here, I'm going to take it right off the back of the board. And if Chuck gets inside position on me, go. I'm going to have a really hard time. So even if you don't get in there originally, you got to try to fight. There's a little hand fight. Try to get inside position. Try to get some extension. We're trying to drive the guy off the board. It's nice and close, but we're going full speed, full gun.
All pieces in.
He lines up. Hey, let's go, boys! Okay, here we go. Ready? Go, Fox. Set, go. Let's go! Let's go, Fox! DJ! Oh, yeah! Woo! Stay down. Gotta back up a little bit. Fox wins! Okay, we gotta get a little... This is what we're gonna do with the D-line guys. Hey, she got 5 push-ups. Overcome that. Okay, here we go. Linebackers are up. Ready? Set, go. Let's go, boys. Go, Hunter. Go, Chuck. Hey, ready? Move, Chuck. Got to stay on the board. Here we go. I'm going to pick a one. Ready? Set, go. Let's go. Rock your legs. Good job, AJ. Here we go. Chase and Cody. Ready? Set, go. Run the feet. Run the feet. Cody. Let's go. Stay on the board. Ready? Set, go. Let's go! Gotta stay on the board. I'm not doing it. Oh yeah, Carter. Come here, boy. Set, go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jacob could kind of formed that like top dog kind of going against each other. It really brought us closer. I mean, obviously we still strive to be better than one another because that's just what competition is. But I would say I won the battle for right now.
Rocco put me on my butt a lot. I don't really got any chance against him, but it really shows from the team's perspective that you can be tough and go against these kids that only make you better. Like, I've been going against Rocco for every single drill just because I know it's going to make me better. He's better than me. He's stronger than me. And it just really shows that I can push my hardest going against him, making myself better. And from the other kids' point of view, it just maybe gives them confidence. Maybe lets them show, maybe I can go and not be scared to go against these bigger kids to make myself better.
The older kids, how they react, how they perform, and some of the drills that we do, football's changed a lot too, even since when I started coaching. So a lot of it is, trying to keep the kids close together and trying to minimize some of that impact. So we like doing board drills, and I think it's relatively safe, but you still are going to get a lot of contact and competition. The young kids, I'm sure when they see some stuff like that, they kind of get big-eyed and, they're a little bit of a culture shock, but it's good. And those guys compete, and, Rocco's probably our biggest, strongest kid, and Jacob's a completely different body type, but they'll still go right up against each other, and it makes everybody better. You know, and the leaders, they bring out something, not just from themselves and their teammates, but kind of like the atmosphere too, and you know, trying to get the kids excited. So they're doing a great job. Those two guys are awesome.
You know, especially when we're doing board drills, it's always like everybody waits to see Jacob against Rocco to see who wins on the board, and it's like I guess everyone on our team kind of has that one person that they're maybe competing for a spot, or somebody who they're just constantly going against, and it's always a motivating factor, really. Like for me, especially going against, like, I know Hunter and I were at the running back spots, and going against him is like a big thing I look forward to. So it's really like it gets you in the zone, really. Looking forward to that one specific person it's a big motivator.
Feet! Hey, that's a good job getting the hands inside. Very good. Joe, you got an attaboy. Joe. Attaboy, Joe. Hey, Chuck. Let's go, boys. Let's go, AJ. Hey, AJ. Ready. Let's go. Feet. No hands inside. Hey, sorry. Hey, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay, those DBs are up over there. Way not to embarrass
It makes everyone feel involved, especially like if they're not even in the drill. Like they can just like cheer each other on, and just brings everyone closer. Really, it was good.
Here we go. Ready? Set, go. Let's go! Go! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Set, go! Hey, go!
There's a lot of energy to our practices. Like that's where we usually do it at the start, especially like our competition stuff. Like we do board drills, we do like West Points. It really what's get the juices flowing, especially on like the first day of contact. It's like who can really like go out there and really hit each other or hit someone, or like who's really got like the guts. So like that first day of hitting, being able to just put someone on the ground just felt crazy.
Follow direction. Get him tackle. So you're just right here. I say set, go. You're both going live at 1 yard. You run him back as hard as you can. Normally, set, go. Feet. You need to come full speed. Run him back. Okay, rotate. Ready? Set, go. Run him back. He's going to be in. Rotate quickly. Trying to get good reps. Ready? Set, go. Run him back. Right shoulder. We're going to switch lines. Ready? Set, go. Run him back. You got to run him back. Break. Okay, next group's up. Ready? Set, go. Angle tackle. Run him back. Break. You got to come downhill if you're on offense. Ready? Set, go. Downhill. Run him back. Ready? Set, go. Rapid run. You got to come downhill. Jimmy. Ready? Set, go. Hit us. You can open this up.
But if I throw my arms up violently, what's it going to bring with it?
Go. Feet.
Right?
Yes. That's better, right?
Violence. Now, what's the muscle I have in my body? You know what it is?
That was a lot better, wasn't it?
Your ass, right? Your glutes.
Good job out of you.
Bring that. It's all these muscles right
Don't be
here.
scared. Scared, go to top.
I want to throw those arms up
Set, go.
fast and violently.
Feet.
It's gonna bring
Yes.
my hips and I'm
Break.
gonna bring my feet.
I couldn't even get the break
Good.
on him.
Lock it. Go.
Use your whistle. Now you're coming right.
Run up. Break. So you got to get the eyes up sooner.
Set, go. Yes. Good.
Run him back. Eyes got to get up. You got to get the eyes up. Got to bring the hips.
Alright, what do I want to get? Theo, you got to go in this group over here. AJ, you can go in there and partner up with him. AJ, go over there. We just get too many guys over here. Alright, so we go back on this side. Switch yourself. Go. Time out. Break. Set. Go.
honestly, we have no idea what it means yet. Coach Trish came out to practice. He said he was just trying to use more of our practice jerseys, but I think in hindsight it meant something, and that we're not supposed to really be on about as of right now.
Back in the past, they were used as the captain's jerseys, and as of right now, Coach hasn't announced captains, but he gave me and Rocco those black jerseys, and everyone was thinking that because we wear those, we're captains, but I'm telling everyone he gave them to me. He didn't tell us we're captains. I'm just wearing them because Coach told me to wear them, and I like it. Me and Rocco wearing them, always going against each other, and
it's something that actually started a while ago here with the previous coaching staff where they had the black jerseys, and I believe that it went to the captains. Over the years, we don't necessarily have as many as we did before, and I decided to give them to them because those are probably the two most important kids that work the hardest. They're two team first guys. They were both like 95% and above in the weight room all off season, and they're two kids that I can trust. We also were a little short on practice jerseys, so we were pulling them all out, and I figured, if I had those two special ones, those were the two guys that they would go to, for sure.
Outside leverage! Good job. Great pursuit. Great pursuit. Good route. Ready? Go. Whoa! Rocco, get that! Yeah! Oh, Rocco! Good job. Hey, Rock. Hey, AJ.
We just keep going up. Like every single practice, we're always just keep moving in a uphill direction. More chemistry, more like just fixing those little things that have been going wrong. But yeah, I think we're definitely on the right path heading into the season, and especially into the Jamboree.
the pads, more used to the hitting. You got to get back into that of football, and it takes you every other practice. So I feel like every practice we're getting sharper, and it's becoming fun because you're getting better and you're kind of getting back in the groove.
But when you put pads on, it's when you see who's the football players, who actually play. So I love that. I love that day. Just it's definitely it's something different. Like he said, that's the real football.
Ah! Oh! That was so close. Hold on. Where did the guard go? Pull! Pull! Yeah!
I think we could definitely kind of clean out some of the issues we've had on offense and kind of just get a steady flow of the play calling and the defensive play calling, and once we kind of really get that going and get it going, oil it up, and we'll be fine.
I don't feel like we're ready right now if we go into the Jamboree, but I feel like we have this week to get sharper at everything, people to get confident in what they're doing and not to look down. And I feel like if everyone gets the confidence in them, we could really show out this Friday.
I think we need to work on our special teams. We haven't really implemented that yet, but I think our defense will be solid. We don't really need a lot of adjusting on that, but cleaning up the offense and just making sure that we know the plays and just getting everything done.
Ready? Go! No! Oh! That's it, Chuck. Good job up front. Great cutback. That's it.
I feel just getting used to seeing our other guys move from a quarterback standpoint, just seeing how our line would match up with the defense, and just to see who could play where and the best position possible.
Yeah, it's right around 9-10 days. I feel good in a lot of ways because we've stayed relatively healthy. The numbers are still good. The freshmen are still here. For the most part, the majority of the kids have met expectations. I try not to get too far ahead of ourselves. There's room for a lot of improvement. It seems offensively like we might be a little bit ahead. Defensively, I think we might have some catching up to do. Overall, I'm happy. The coaching staff is much different than it was a year ago, so there's some adjustment, but I think everybody kind of trying to get on the same page and work together. It's always going to be a work in progress, but I'd say through, that first, week and a half, I feel good. We're certainly going to see what we kind of have when we play in this Jamboree coming up. I think if that goes well, I'll probably not just feel good, start to get a little excited, and if not, at least it's a kind of a test of where we're at. But just trying to take it one day at a time.
Good hustle, Dante. Good hustle, Dante. Hey, you know what that says? You know what that says? Listen to what it says. Jog, little jog, little jog. You know what that says? That's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. Good job, man. Good hustle.
Something I think where the kids get to put the uniforms on, you're on a field, you get the referees. From doing it for the last 4 or 5 years, we've also seen it's a good dry run. Sometimes we go line up for special teams and a kid's not out there. Sometimes the headsets don't work. Sometimes we end up leaving some equipment back behind on accident. So it's a really good dry run for the kids. It's a really good dry run for the coaches. And I don't think at any point we've ever, thought anything other than positive things about it. So I'm really excited, and like you said, for everybody, we're just getting that much closer to the first game. So you can really see it's coming, and it's exciting.
I like the Jamboree because it's very nostalgic. Last year we were one of the first games, and we were going in as one of those underground teams playing against Goffstown, who were pre-ranked #1, and we beat them 14-0. So I always look at the Jamboree as like, it just really shows people's talents and really brings out the teams that are willing to play good. So, and last year we got to watch games after, so I love playing like the half and then going in the stands and watching other teams play. That's my favorite part about it.
Ready, set, go.
It's definitely going to be amazing. It's definitely just going to get us ready for the season too, just to get us prepared to what we're going to see against with the crowd, the cameras, and all that.
Your first week of school after summer, you get on this bus and it's like, oh, all right, let's go play a game in a hot stadium. But it's always the same. When you step out of the bus and you're there and you see the fans and you see all the other teams warming up and you're like, oh, like something about just having that half a game, that 30 minutes to really like show out. It's like you want to leave it all out there. Everyone gets motivated for it, and whether they complain on the bus or people are feeling like, oh, why are we here? This doesn't even count for the season. All that goes out the window once we step off the bus. It's game time.
One, two, three, march!
Easy to come up with a plan for it, because we've gone into these jamborees and I've thought, hey, this is how we're going to approach it, and these are the plays we're going to run, and maybe we don't want to show everything, and we're going to get some guys out early, or maybe we're playing multiple quarterbacks. But I've also been in the jamboree, and it's like sometimes the way it goes, you're like, oh, the plan goes out the window, and you just kind of use your judgment based on what you see on the field. some lower division teams when the schedule is kind of a mess. You know, and I've seen sometimes kids go into games where they think they're going to win and they don't play that well. So I think you just got to hopefully teach the kids that we have to have respect for everybody that we're playing, and anybody can win on any given day. At the same time, it is a jamboree. So we're going to be able to correct any mistakes that we make. We're going to have film on it, and then hopefully be better the following week. But I'm really excited to see how they perform. And last year was eye-opening, not just based on the score against Goffstown, but it was kind of the energy that the kids came out with. And Baker was a huge catalyst. You know, he blocked a punt in that, and you know, he may have had a sack early on or a couple big tackles, and it really just got everybody going. So that's really what we're looking for. We know there's going to be mistakes. Do they play with good energy? Do they get to the ball? Do they tackle? Is really what we're looking for.